It's raining here, so I hope y'all can hear me. It just started raining right when I decided to make my video. But I love the rain, so I love sitting in my car in the rain sometimes. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I need to order a microphone. I keep forgetting. I'm going to order it as soon as I get done with this video. Because I broke my other one. I broke it months ago and I kept forgetting about it. But I'm going to do the Texas words and phrases. I pretty much covered the accent. So here's just another list that I thought of. And the first one is pearl snaps. And if somebody tells you something like, wear a nice pearl snap, you know, or are you wearing your pearl snaps? That means a Western shirt, you know, like if you're going out, I don't know, Western dancing or something like that, to a cowboy bar or whatever. That's what that means. And a lot of times if we're going somewhere, we say down to or up to. Going down to the store or up to the truck stop. And raising Cain, that means raising hell, basically what it means. These kids have been raising Cain all up and down the street all night long. That's what it means. And these two are kind of the same thing. One of them is an older version, and one is a little bit newer. But obliged and appreciate. Which obliged is more, I mean, I hear it every once in a while. A lot of my older family members used to say it. I don't really say it. I think I may have said it 2 or 3 times in my life. But I usually say appreciate you, appreciate it, thank you, appreciate it. That's just a way of thanking people, or, you know, showing gratitude. And appreciate with just a apostrophe, take off the A, is, you know, just a shortened version of the word, because we like to shorten a lot of words. And back roads. That can mean also out in the country, if you're taking the back roads instead of like a highway or something. It can also mean in town. If, you know, there's a busy street with a lot of traffic, you say, I'm going to take the back road. I know how to get there. I know a shortcut. That's pretty much what that means. Just a shortcut. And hissy fit, throwing a hissy fit, that's like having a tantrum, throwing a temper tantrum. That can be for a child or an adult. You know, if an adult gets mad, and it's kind of a little bit sarcastic. Oh, Patsy's out there throwing a hissy fit, you know, that's kind of way of being a little sarcastic. Now this one, it's not what you think, but nothing. It means nothing. Nothing. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing left of this. You ate it all. Okay, pecan. We say pecan. Most people do. There's some people that do say pecan. Pecan. Oh, I've heard a few people. Mostly, I think it's from people who are not completely, maybe not born here. Maybe they were raised somewhere else and they were transplanted here to Texas, or they are from another part of the country. But sometimes even people that I've known for a long time that lived here. I've known a few people that say pecan. I don't know. I say pecan, like pecan, like the Wrath of Khan. Pecan. And this is one that I use a lot. I think it's so funny the way it sounds, and it's like all get out. And it means, and it's spelled G-I-T, not G-E-T, all get out. It means to the max, or the most, or all out, going all out. But he's funny as all get out. Or, you know, it just means, you know, to the fullest extent. And down here, there's Spanglish. It's a mixture of Spanish and English. And it's real common here. You'll hear people say, ¿quieres un cheeseburger? Or dame un puri mediano. You know, and that means like, do you want a cheeseburger? Or give me that hoodie in a medium size or whatever. And you hear like half of the sentences in Spanish, or one specific word that is more American English. They'll pronounce that, and then they'll use Spanish. And you can kind of, sometimes after you've lived here for a while, you learn a little bit of Spanish, and then you can kind of put together, even if you don't know all the words in the sentence, sometimes you can actually understand what they're saying. It's starting to really rain. I hope y'all can hear me. And, okay, this pertains to a lot of the food that we eat here that are real common. For breakfast, biscuits and gravy, or you can have that any time of the day, really, but a lot of people eat it for breakfast. Hot cakes and breakfast tacos. Those are some of the main, pretty common breakfast foods here. And I eat breakfast tacos all the time. Several times on my videos I'm on my way to get a breakfast taco, which is same as a breakfast burrito. And cornbread and barbecue are real common around here, and tortillas, because of the Spanish influence around here. A lot of people for bread, I eat tortillas all the time, and not just with Mexican food, with a lot of different foods. It's just something that's real easy, and you just heat it up on a comal, and it's, you can pretty much use it with anything. I love them, and especially homemade ones. If you find somebody who makes them homemade, oh, so good. Especially with a lot of butter. It's one of my favorite things. I try not to eat as many now. I used to eat like 3 or 4 in a row, but I don't do that anymore. And one of the drinks here is sweet tea. Have you ever had a good sweet tea? Oh my God, it's like, I know some people just don't get sweet tea, but if it's really made really well you make it with the syrup. It's not just tea that you pour the little packets of sugar in. That's not sweet tea. That's just plain old tea. Sweet tea is made with a syrup that you cook on the stove, and then you mix it in with the tea, and then you let it cool off. And it just, the syrup and the tea just, they mix together real well. It's so good. It tastes so good. And directional terms. I think I've said this once before in a video. We use like across the way. That means like it could be across the street, it could be across the aisle, or it just is a directional term. We kind of point, but not rudely point, to the direction. Or over yonder usually means maybe a little bit of distance, or across the room or something like that, across the street, across the field. And directly, that means just straight ahead, or just keep going that way, you'll hit it directly. Something. It can be a time conscious word, I guess, directional or time conscious, because you may not be told, if you're asking directions, you'll hit it directly. Just, keep going, and you'll see it, you can't miss it. Okay, and whenever you're driving, a lot of times people here, we do a little hat tip thing. And in person too, like in a store, a lot of guys, they'll just kind of, I don't know, it's especially guys that wear either cowboy hats or ball caps, I don't know, or trucker hats, whatever you call them. And the fingertip thing is when you're driving down the road, sometimes if you've got your hands on the steering wheel, they'll do a little flip like that, or their whole hand like that. And while you're going down these highways going 50 or 60 miles an hour, and it's just, you can see it, they do it right, and it's just a friendly thing, It doesn't mean anything bad, it doesn't mean pull over, or You know, nothing like that. It's just a, how you doing? You know, just passing on the way, you know. And then there are some greetings that, like, howdy. People still say howdy here, but it's not real common. It's more like a kind of endearing or kind of little silly thing. Howdy. Yeah, you know. Mostly older people say that, especially older men. That's pretty much who I've heard say it. And hey is not really considered rude here if you're around friends or family. Maybe if you're at work or with bosses or somebody else, you know, you probably wouldn't maybe not want to say that. But if it's people you know or friends or something like that, hey, that's pretty common, you know. Yeehaw. That's kind of a comical thing. I think it's a word that people make a lot of fun of, but it's not really something that we run around all saying, yeehaw, you know, we don't say that. But it's more sarcastic or funny. And sometimes we say it, I say it a lot whenever, like, I'm at work and we're fixing to get off work, I'm like, yeehaw, done with this crap, you know, or something like that. But it's more funny, and not everybody says it, but it's kind of, I mean, I've known a lot of people who say it. And there is, okay, the cussing. If you don't want to hear cuss words, I usually don't curse on this channel. Try to limit the cussing, you know. But one of the things that is real common here is, it's an expression. It's, what the hell? You know, what the hell's going on? Or what the hell was that? You know, you hear that all the time. And the words that I'm talking about are not like a lot of the vulgar, crass words that are now people are becoming desensitized to. These are a little bit softer, not as harsh as F word or other words you would hear, you know. These are more milder. And I also have a friend that says, what the heck? She says it all the time, what the heck? And I say, damn it, a lot. Or damn it to hell. When something really, if I break something or something happens, damn it to hell. Or somebody kind of makes me mad, or damn it to hell, what the hell did she do that for, you know? I say dang, darn it. And I've seen a lot online about how dadgummit is like a Texas thing. I don't know that I've ever really heard anybody say that. I've heard it on TV and I mean, I think people attribute it to Texas vernacular, but I really don't think I've heard anybody say it. I don't know, maybe I don't say it, not really. But, and this is one that I kind of hear pretty often. It's a little bit stronger, but son of a bitch, you know. Sometimes you hear that, and those are some of the milder cussing that I try to limit my cussing to the least offensive, you know. And occasionally I do slip. Try not to, you know. And being in a Hispanic, with a lot of Hispanic people around a Hispanic culture, there's a lot of Hispanic curse words too. And I'm not going to say them on this channel because I don't really know the depth of them, but I do, sometimes I do say them when I'm talking to somebody that is Hispanic, or either I'm joking around with them that I know that they know what it means. No, I'm just not going to say them because I really don't know quite the, you know, how mild or offensive they are. So I just know a few, but I'm not going to say. And there's one thing that I have said as a child, and it's a pronunciation of a certain word, and my mom thought it was the funniest thing the entire time I've grown up, and I've said it this way. Italian, like Italian food. My mom would endlessly just where do you want to go? And I was like, and I love Italian food. Italian is the proper pronunciation, I guess. But I've just, through the way that I've pronounced other words, I've always said Italian. She'll say, where do you want to go? You want Mexican food? Or she would say Italian. I would say Italian food because I love pizza. I love pasta. I love all kinds of Italian food. Okay. Well, I think that's about it for all my Texas pronunciation, words, accents, phrases. And I think this is the end of these videos. I think I made one video a long time ago, something about pronunciations or accents or something like that. I just wanted to get a large collective list, I guess, of words and phrases and the way we do speak around here. And I know people kind of mock us or kind of, some people think it's very endearing, and that's very sweet, and I appreciate that. But sometimes people do mock us, and I think we get a bad rap on TV because they really overdo it, you know. I do have a twang, but it's not like I'm talking like this, you know. I think I have a natural cadence in my voice from just the way I've lived around this culture, the vernacular. I hear it. Everybody does in every region of wherever they're raised. That's just something that is ingrained in you from childhood. And I think around 12 years old, 12 or 13 is when, if you are speaking a certain language, if English isn't your first language, or if you're transplanted to another part of the country with a different accent, a lot of times you will lose that original accent and you'll pick up the secondary accent. So I've met a lot of people that were from, like, I don't remember, Boston or New York or some other places, but they were brought here as a child, and I could detect like a little bit of I asked this one person, are you from New York or New Jersey? And I think they were from, I don't remember which one they were from, but they were like, really? You can notice it? They're like, I thought I had lost it. And I was like, yeah, I can kind of detect it on certain words. And okay, well, thank you all, and thank you for coming to my channel. Well, I almost forgot something. I want to add this one in because it's a little bit strange, but I've heard it numerous times. And it's from very, I want to say some older, not really senior citizen, but maybe 50 and above. I've heard this. This is an unusual saying, but you have to listen to it. It's dog hammered cat shit. And there's also boogered up and dookied up. All three of those mean messed up. Something that's really, really messed up. And the first one I said, the first time I heard it, I was a teenager. I was like, what the hell? And then about 10 years later, I heard another person say it. And then I think I may have heard 3 or 4 other people say it. Random people, not related. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it's really a Texas or Southern thing. I don't know. So I've only heard like a handful of people say that. I just want to add that on because I have said it myself a few times. And it shocks people, and it's such an unusual description of something. But I just wanted to add that one in. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for coming to my channel.